They said to me, hey, instead of posting the NBA Finals, like, why don't you do us a silent reporter job for the NBA Finals? Because guess what that was clearly like for? For Maria to do the hosting. Yeah. So, I have declined. I don't know what their next move is, but they are feeling pressure because of all of that. And I'm trying to figure out like how to just, my thing is like, I recently showed her all the success in the world. She covered football, she covered basketball. If you need to give her more things to do because you're feeling pressure about your like crappy one-time record anniversary, which by the way I myself like know personally from the female side of it, like go for it. Just find it somewhere else. Like you're not gonna find it with me.
What's up, guys? This is Eel Speaks back again for another video. So as you could tell from the recent recording that you just heard from this video, Rachel Nichols is in hot water right now because of the statements that she made behind closed doors against talking to another man as regards to Maria Taylor doing the live broadcast for the NBA Finals, and she felt some type of way about that. I just found it funny how she said that she feeling pressured from ESPN talking about they want to do diversity hire when it was clear and obvious that you probably got the job because of the diversity hire. But I don't want to get into all that as regards to the race thing. I just want to keep it at a gender thing. As regards to my particular perspective and opinion on this matter is, I don't get what's the big deal about this. If Maria Taylor was offered the opportunity to do this, to do an interview for the finals, what's the problem? This is how I know ESPN and the liberal spiel is a whole bunch of BS, and they just talk after all of it. My perspective on the matter is, like, majority of the time ESPN and sports media in general is dominated by men reporters, men interviewers, men, period. Now there are female reporters here and there sprinkled throughout the sports media, and I understand they want to provide them opportunity and give them chances to do the same thing that men are doing in terms of reporting, doing interviews, even coaching to some degree. But now that other races of culture are trying to get into this job field and be in this type of job, which is really tough. Not a lot of people go into this. There's a very few females into this, and black females on top of that. But for Rachel Nichols to make this type of statement, I'm not surprised, but I just find it funny because she's talking about racial diversity when the only reason she got this job is because of racial diversity. I'm pretty sure she was rated one of the few Caucasian females to get this job because of how she is or how she look or who she know. So for her to say you're saying that she only got this job because of a status quo, and that's not right. And then she wanted to talk about the whole Black Lives Matter thing and blah blah. That's just how you let you know that these people, celebrities, politicians, whatever, they're just doing this for show. It's all fake. When they promote this Black Lives Matter or opportunity for women or Me Too and all that, it's just for fake. It's just for show. It's just so people could leave them alone. They could put a happy smiley face on their mask saying, "Oh, I'm supporting you on this, on that." But really, they're just playing the status quo. They're just doing what they got to do to keep their job. Same thing as these athletes and players. They're just doing what they got to say to keep their jobs, keep the checks rolling, do whatever they got to do. I don't understand Maria Taylor is going through a situation with ESPN right now. She's trying to get a contract extension from ESPN. She's asking for $8 million. She needs to go somewhere with that. I don't think she's worth $8 million. That's where Stephen A. Smith is getting paid. Stephen A. Smith deserves what he's deserved to get paid. But Maria Taylor, no, she's not that important to the company to where she could demand $8 million. But she demands something. She demands at least opportunity to work up to $8 million. But so far right now, she could you know, get whatever they were able to give her and then she work her way up from there. But this whole situation with her and Maria Taylor is just ridiculous at this point. And then Jana Rose's daughter had jumped into the fray with this situation and saying how her quote unquote white privilege wasn't able to help her in this type of situation. And I also find that funny. But again, I do not want to get into the race component of this. I want to keep it gender neutral because if it wasn't for that, you was not going to be able to get the job right now. So you're basically saying that she got the job because she's a woman and because she's a black woman on top of that. So that's crazy for her to even say that. So what do you mean by that? And of course, she's not going to expound upon that further because, you know, she's in hot water right now. Social media has been berating her, attacking her, going ham on her. And she's just trying to, you know, let it die down until, like, it blows over. But you already know social media, they're not going to let this die down. It's going to blow however big it blows. And as of right now, she's not going to be doing any type of interviews or anything from the NBA Finals. They're going to be withholding her. I don't know if she's going to get fired or not. But they're just going to withhold her from any type of interviews or NBA Finals activities. And, you know, she's just going to make her lay low until this thing blows over. As regards to the Maria Taylor situation, I don't know how that's going to work, but ESPN going to do whatever they can do to, you know, damage control the situation and do what they got to do to keep it moving forward because it's a black mark. If this blows over and gets bigger than what it is to actually control. But it is what it is. I feel like Rachel Nichols is a hypocrite. Whatever happens to her, I could care less if she gets fired. I don't care if she gets, you know, downplayed to a lesser position than Maria Taylor. I could care less. She's not that entertaining. She has her own TV show on ESPN, but there's two other former NBA players on there to actually provide information on what's being talked about as regards to this. I don't see Rachel Nichols as someone that's informative or give off good information as regards to what's going on in sports. She's more of a gossip media person to give the latest scoop. She's a LeBron James fangirl on top of that. That's nothing to do with it, but that's just another thing that irks me about her. And of course, she's just a run-of-the-mill reporter that wants to talk with athletes and get the scoop or do personal interviews with them. But as regards to being an integral part of ESPN, she could be gone tomorrow and nobody would care. They could replace her with another face tomorrow. So it is what it is. And Maria Taylor is practically the same thing. But again, when she brought in the gender component of a slight racial component of it, that's when things get kind of blurry. And for her to, you know, be caught red-handed making those type of statements, it just lets you know what your true color is, how you feel, what you think behind closed doors. Everything that you say on TV is just a front for the cameras. You're being fake and phony. You're not really about female empowerment or black people empowerment, even if it's at the behest of you know, giving an opportunity to someone else. As long as it's not, that opportunity is not being taken from you, you don't care. But, you know, I think that's just fake and phony from her. But I'm not surprised that she's like that. Majority of these athletes, celebrities, and politicians are like that. It's just you have to catch them behind closed doors for them to speak their mind. They're always going to put a happy, smiley face in front of you and pretend that they're with you, but real talk, they're not. They're just out there just to keep their jobs, get the checks rolling, do whatever they got to do to keep the moolah rolling, because deep down they don't care. All this female empowerment, this Me Too, all that stuff, that as long as it's not affecting them on a financial or personal level, they could give two shits about what's going on, and that's just facts. But hey, it is what it is. But those are my thoughts and opinions on the matter. This is Elo Speaks Out.